The Speaker of the Representatives Council, Ahmed Al-Musallam, paid a visit to the archival department of the Ottoman state within his official visit to Turkey. He stressed the importance of the historical relations between Bahrain and Turkey, which extends for more than 50 years, and the joint keenness to support cooperation in the fields of studies and research. He pointed out that Bahrain has a distinguished research system and study centers that contribute to promoting the rapprochement of people and effective communication. He highlighted the civilization and national history in addition to the documents, information and archives that contribute to the preservation of history and national identity. As part of the parliamentary visit to Turkey, the Secretary General of the Representatives Council, Engineer Mohammed Ibrahim Al-Sisi Al-Buhainain, met with the Secretary General of the Turkish Grand National Assembly, Talib Ozin, who expressed his appreciation and pride in the constructive cooperation with the General Secretariat of the Representatives Council. He emphasized the importance of exchanging expertise in order to develop institutional practices and support parliamentary work. Al-Buhainain pointed out that the General Secretariat will follow up on the implementation of the cooperation protocol between the two countries, which was signed yesterday between the Speaker of the Representatives Council and the President of the Turkish Grand National Assembly. In the presence of the Vice President of the Supreme Council for Environment, Deputy Chairman of the REHC High Committee and member of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, His Highness Sheikh Faisal bin Rashid bin Isa Al Khalifa, the Rashid Equestrian Horse Racing Club organized the 17th race of the season at the race course in Al Rafa Sakhir. The race, held over the cups of the Bahrain Mile, Porsche, REHC, Al Sakhir and the Jockey Club, saw the attendance of a number of Their Highnesses, prominent figures, sponsors, representatives and a large audience of equestrian sports enthusiasts who were thrilled by the exciting competition and the special atmosphere. Winners of the cups were announced, and His Highness Sheikh Faisal bin Rashid presented the Bahrain Mile Cup to the winning owner Mohammed Khalid Abd Rahim, while General Manager of Porsche Bahrain Timothy Price presented the Porsche Cup to the winning owner Brahim Al Afu. Meanwhile, New Market Racecourses and International Director of the Jockey Club Sophie Abel presented the Jockey Club Cup to the winning owner Hussein Al Afu, while CEO of REHC Yusuf Osama Muhajji presented the Sakhir Cup to the winning trainer Yusuf Tahir, and the REHC Cup to His Highness Sheikh Nadir bin Mohammed bin Salman Al Khalifa. The 9-round race featured thrilling competitions among horses from various stables competing for the cups. The Royal Endurance Team is preparing to participate in the custodian of the Two Holy Mosques Endurance Cup, Al Fursan Endurance Cup 2025, organized by the Royal Commission for Al Ula in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in partnership with the Saudi Arabian Equestrian Federation. The championship will see the participation of 320 riders from 66 countries competing in two races, a 120-kilometer race on Saturday and a 160-kilometer race on Sunday, igniting competition on the golden sands of Al Ula. The Royal Endurance Team has a successful track record in this competition over the past years, holding the title for the 160-kilometer race, which was achieved by team rider Hamad Al Janahi in the previous edition. The Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning emphasized the importance of guiding regulatory standards and requirements in the areas of housing projects to limit violations related to the expansion of housing unit additions as well as construction and housing projects. More in this report.
Regulatory requirements in the areas of housing projects provide the necessary flexibility for beneficiaries to increase the areas of housing units in accordance with legal frameworks. The updated requirements took into account the observations and suggestions received from citizens and municipal councils, and their provisions take into account providing the necessary procedures for repeated building violations, while providing the necessary assistance to citizens who are about to build their housing plots, in addition to the e-service available through the website of the Planning and Urban Development Authority. This is in addition to the information provided by the e-service on the website, as well as the services of submitting subdivision applications in coordination between the ministry and the authority, depending on the type of plan or residential plot and location. The new requirements allow for the expansion of units without compromising the integrity of the unit or damaging the view of the public facades of the projects in order to achieve the principle of quality housing units. In turn, the Ministry of Municipalities Affairs and Agriculture emphasized the importance of beneficiaries' commitment to the requirements for building boundaries in order to preserve the civilized appearance of housing projects and Bahrain's new cities, in order to maintain the sustainability of housing areas, the safety of the beneficiaries of the service of housing units, and avoid violations that may harm the architectural facades of housing projects.
The Executive Board of the United Nations Development Programme approved the country program document CPD for Bahrain for the period 2025 to 2029. The CPD serves as a strategic framework aligned with Bahrain's national development priorities as outlined in Bahrain's Economic Vision 2030 and the United Nations Framework for Sustainable Development Cooperation signed in December 2024. The document focuses on improving prosperity and sustainability through diversified and inclusive private sector-led growth and strengthening governance, rule of law, human rights and civil engagement. The city of Manama welcomes a new week of From the Post program as the city transforms into a living space that gives participants the opportunity to explore its cultural, administrative and commercial history through or during the 20th century. The second week includes tours, workshops and interactive dialogues that highlight Manama's pivotal role in shaping Bahrain's modern identity. The program is part of the 19th Spring of Culture Festival, and the second week of the event will be titled Manama Administration. The third week will be centered around Manama Commerce and will conclude with a week titled Manama Architecture.